Tell you what, man, you gotta love it when a plan comes together, huh? We made it. It's about 650 miles. Bellevue, Haley, and Ketchum, Sun Valley, basically. It's just like one long, small city per se. And very lot of traffic going through it. There's a lot of road construction that slowed us down. I gotta fix the time on this thing. I have no clue. It's not 7. I accidentally pressed a button on this watch and it's, I don't know what, I have to fix it, but I haven't had time yet. Let me just take a look at the watch, the cell phones here. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock Mountain Time, so 7 o'clock Vegas time. We've been here for about an hour. This spot here, I believe we're going to be in the shade all day. We'll certainly be in the, comes up like this and goes down. So I think we're in the shade all day. Maybe half the Jeep might be in the sun. I don't know for sure. But we're going to have a fireplace tonight. We got some delicious pizza from Pizza Rock tonight. So everything went off without a hitch. Believe it or not, I had my first, a lot of these tie-down straps of mine here are 10 years old, and I had one of them. It didn't fail, but there was only, on this particular bike, and that's why I always put 2 on this particular bike, one of these straps, this part of it right here with the hook on, it was just one little, like a little strand that was holding on. So in other words, it was definitely going to fail. That's the first time that I've ever seen any of these straps fail like that. I've had to throw one away too that looked pretty bad. So what we're going to end up doing was we'll end up getting new straps, 8 new straps. They usually come in bundles of 8, and we're going to reserve 6 of them for the new bike. It'll have new straps, brand new straps, and then 2 of the straps will be for the dirt bike. But yeah, everything went off without a hitch. You can see everything is here. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. I had to put another strap on the fuel cells there, so nothing touches this bike. Even this right here is only touching the tire. Nothing touches the rim. And the next time I tie that down, I'll tie it further over. So there's a bunch of heavy stuff in there. I've got a chain in there, you know, to tie down the street bike to the front of the Jeep, as a matter of fact. Let me see if I can still do that. When I go mountain biking, the street bike will be parked right here. And there'll be a chain going around the axle through the hole in the swing arm. So yeah, we can do it. We'll park the street bike right here and chain it up. You know what I'm saying, when we leave. Everything is locked on right now, guys. You know what I'm saying? You can see that there's a U-lock here. There's a U-lock here. You can see that there's a U-lock from this bike to both of those bikes are U-locked together. You can see that this here bike, there's a U-lock that's going through the floor of the trailer here. Then this U-lock goes through the hollow spot here in the swing arm. So it'll take a lot of work for someone to steal something. You know, say I was on this trip and I decided to go into a restaurant or eat or something. Now this is locked on too, but not very good. I used to have it. I used to use this lock. Here's another U-lock coming up through the floor. This used to be mounted down there, so I used to put another U-lock through here. But now we mount it on top of the tire so that we have room for both bikes. So both of my e-bikes are right there, perfect. And you can see one of the tricks that you got to see here is where the pedals are. You see where the pedals are on this bike? You know, that's where it has to be. And then the pedals on this bike are right there. The pedals on this bike are sticking into the spokes. It's not going to damage anything. I'm saying that's just the way it is. Because we wanted to move this bike over. Because this bike right here gets maximum room. Nothing touches it. It's got its own little private space on there. Nothing rubs against it or touches it. I don't want to have any rub marks on it or nothing. But yeah, it turned out real well. You see we got a double ramp here. We put in a double ramp when we load and unload that bike. So makes it easier. We don't need a ramp for the dirt bike, only to put it on the trailer. We've got our spare tire for the trailer. Of course, we got our cot. This is a canopy, sun canopy, rain canopy if it rains. You can see everything has wheel straps on. This has a wheel strap, and there's another wheel strap right here. This just holds, all this does right here is holds those fuel cells from touching my street bike. I don't want anything touching it. We have wheel straps on this bike, but I did put a clean towel down so it doesn't scratch the, I cleaned the wheels too. It doesn't scratch my carbon fiber wheel. And of course, this bike also has a front wheel strap on it. All these things keep it nice and secure. You could literally drive this vehicle through a hurricane and your gear is going to be left on here solid as a rock. So these straps, I'm going to get another set of straps, but you can see that I cut this and this. You know, I didn't want those things flapping around, hitting my bike. And on the inside here, they're a little bit longer. Let me see how long they are. They're a little bit longer on the inside here. No harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little bit of a trick to get those straps the right size, the right length, you know. And we nailed it. So, you know what I'm saying? On this side, it's a little bit more particular. You know, these loops that you put down here have to be very short. You know, because you don't want this ratchet close to your bike. You understand? So you can't put the normal loop there. You have to make a loop, or take a loop and tie a knot in it, or you have to make a shorter loop. But you can see the way that these are on. You see the way they're on right here? There's no way that this hook can come off of this loop. It's just, it's on solid as a rock. Like I said, you could drive this thing through a fucking hurricane. When I go on a trip, I don't want to have to worry about my load. I want it on secure. So it is, everything's good there. This is bear country, so you do have to keep everything, all the food that you have, you want to keep it inside the Jeep. So the refrigerator stays in the Jeep. All your food stays in the Jeep. I've got some canned food inside of this bin here, so we will put this one inside of the Jeep. There's no food inside of here. Most of these bins don't have any food in them. This one here has coffee, and it has dish detergent, so we'll probably put that one inside the Jeep too. These are both of these orange bins here. Those are my kitchen. They have my kitchen stuff in it. I took them out of the Jeep for now because they were in my way. But there used to be a 16-day limit on this place, and now it's 10 days. I just read the sign. They put up new signs. But it's free camping. You've got the river here. We do have to kind of locate a spot We stayed at this other spot over here last year. It's a good spot too. But we do have to like try to traverse over this stream right here and get to a spot where we can fill our containers. A deep water spot. This is very shallow right here. And I've got to take my shovel down here because somebody left their dog shit right here, so we got to get it out of the way so I don't step in it. So we'll make sure that we clean that area up. You don't want to draw water from stagnant here. You want to draw water. Like I said, I'll come down here with my shovel. I'll probably drop a boulder right here and I'll step on it and step on that log and get over to that deeper pool over there to fill my water jugs. But like I said, there's dog shit here. We're going to make sure that we clean it up, and we're going to kind of navigate around here a little bit tomorrow. And you know, this is my shower water. So there's a beaver dam just further down here ways. Kind of cool. And I decided to take this spot this time because I think we're in the shade the whole time. We're certainly in the shade well into the morning, well to noon, 1 o'clock, and then it might hit half the Jeep, and then in the evening we're still in the shade. So I think we got a pretty damn good spot right here. And let me tell you something, man. There's a 10-day limit. Let me tell you, if I stay 12 days, nobody's gonna fucking give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you keep it nice and tidy. I already put bug spray on me. I put my pants on because my legs were getting bit up. And we're just having a good old time here. You know what I'm saying? Great camp set up here. Got here kind of late-ish. I didn't have time to, I just wanted to get the fireplace out basically. Get all the food situated out of where I'm sleeping tonight and stuff like that, and you know, I'll put some of this stuff back in. But like I said, it's bear country. So what you want to do is you want to, when you go bathroom, you want to piss. You want to piss on like some of these trees around the perimeter. Every time you go pee, that way, if a bear comes around, he's going to smell that human piss, and he's going to see that fucking Jeep, and he's going to, when he sees that Jeep, smells that human piss. But when he sees that Jeep, he's going to say, holy fuck, that motherfucker's got a Glock 19X. I'm sure of it. Let's get the fuck H Christ out of here. But anyways, yeah, the dog is tied to the bottom of the Jeep, bottom center. And we're going to kind of set it up so he has like a panic room there, where if the, you know, wolves or mountain lion or anything comes this way, he'll have like a little panic room there. So we'll set that up tomorrow. We don't have to worry about that today. We're just, you know, we got here, set up camp. This is the mountain bike man and dirt bike man and street bike man. I do it all. So we're gonna do some serious riding. I'm gonna tell you right now, we've got some good UFC fights on Saturday night, September 6th, and some more good UFC fights on September 13th in the afternoon, and then Canelo and Crawford fight on September 13th, probably about 8 o'clock Eastern, so that'd be about 7 o'clock Mountain Time. No, 8 o'clock Mountain Time. I'm sorry. Yep. So when they, wait a minute, let me rethink this. Hold on. 8 o'clock Eastern is when the main ring walks are. So 9 o'clock Mountain. Okay, gotta kind of keep this shit straight. And that's pitch dark, and I'm gonna be on the bike down in town watching that fight. I'm gonna watch the afternoon UFC fights down there. I think they're on at about, I wrote it down on a piece of paper here, man. Yeah, let's see here. September 6th, 12 p.m. Pacific time is the UFC. September 13th, we've got 3 p.m. UFC Eastern Pacific Standard Time. And then boxing is 7 p.m. But the main card, the main ring walks are going to be around 8 o'clock. That's the way that usually is. I don't know why I wrote 7 p.m. there, but they usually boxing starts at about 6, and the main card comes on at 8 Pacific, so it'll be about 9 o'clock Mountain Time. That's if I stay here that long, which I probably will. You know, I don't see them. I mean, this is September 3rd, and the 13th is 10 days. So I would have to leave the next day, I guess, in theory.